this shitbird, and I say it all the time, shitbirds are usually the best players on the team. Tyreek Hill got arrested. Already the people in the chat and everybody else is defending him. The cop kicked him, and I don't know what he said. Let me ask you something. Somebody today came on and said to me, do you think Tom Brady would have his face in the ground and be in handcuffs? Well, Tom Brady doesn't have 8 felonies and has not been arrested for beating his child and other things. So, no, I don't think Tom Brady would be arrested and his face down. But if Tom Brady also wouldn't be, which is just, I don't know. I wanted to get your take on this. And I don't know, Smitty, if we looked into it. I know his agent is. We don't know really why he was arrested. It had to be more than just
but this is I have to ask myself, where's the Miami Police Department, and why don't we know what's going on here yet? I don't.
They put the cop on suspension.
Yeah, well, listen,
we don't know. Apparently, he got a ticket for a moving violation. That's the only thing I've heard so far.
Listen,
that's it.
He's starting to remind me more and more of Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson used to do shit like this all the time. He used to do dumb stuff. He used to come in drunk, but we knew every day at 7 p.m. at the Wells Fargo Center, he would drop 40, 50. This is what he does. You got to give the guy credit. He is a elite football player. But we have seen, I mean, this isn't the first time over the last 365 days he's been arrested for something. And we have to notice that certain guys, that just seems to happen to a lot, right? He's been arrested a lot. He's a bad guy. He's a low life. He's a scumbag. And if you were you or me, we'd be in jail for the stuff he did. It's just that simple. He's a bad guy. He's beat up his pregnant girlfriend, strangled her. He's been under investigation for breaking his own son's arm. You know, he's a bad guy. That said, I don't know what went on here. We have to give him the benefit of the doubt. I do find it funny that he's going to be the warrior for social justice all of a sudden now. He also made a comment yesterday that he wouldn't talk bad to a cop because his mother raised him better than that. Did his mother raise him and not beat women? What are we talking about? Is this guy this delusional? Seriously?
And I'm going to defend it before Smitty does. I'm going to also go on the other side because we threw under Scotty Scheffler and all that under the bus when he did it too, and for the Masters program. And Jeff and I brought this up yesterday with Shaun Salisbury. We got to look into the whole thing because what if this cop's a shitbird as well? As we know, there's bad cops and good cops. We all know, and there's bad people and good people. Scotty Scheffler looks like the cop was way out of line with him. We'll see what happens here. He kicked. He did kick Tyreek Hill, so we're gonna see what comes out. But they suspended the cop. I did see the Miami release that they suspended the cop. I guess administrative leave, whatever that means, and we're gonna see what comes out. But it's curious to see the outcome of this one. I just, to me, it just needs to stop. Like I've never seen this type of shit happen right in front of the stadium. It was an embarrassing look. I got secondhand embarrassment because fans are walking by to go in the game, and this guy's on the street.
But let me ask you one thing. Let me ask you one thing. It always seems to happen to Tyreek Hill, though. You ever notice that? It's always
I say it all the time.
It's he's always hitting people at marinas, or he's being arrested outside of the stadium. There are how many players in the NFL yesterday that suited up? I mean, thousands.
200, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it always seems to happen to him, though. You know, it's always his fault.
Yeah.
You know, I don't get it.
And I get it. It's like the boy who cried wolf, right? It's like when you show the history of doing bad things, no one's going to give you any benefit of doubt when maybe in this one situation, maybe he actually didn't do anything this time. And, you know what I'm saying? My only thing I would say is, again, we don't have all the details, but if it's just a moving violation, I just don't understand, one, why you getting handcuffed, period. Two, why you getting thrown on the ground, 3, 4 cops, 3, like that's the only, if it's just that. So we just need more facts.
Remember,
we don't have the information.
There are two things here that are very odd. First of all, they detained him. You can see they detained him. They probably just wanted to sit him next to the car, whatever. He probably was spouting up, doing what he's, you know. And look, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I get pulled over, I do the same stuff. Okay. At the end of the day, though, there's a reason we haven't seen the body cam, and it's been over 24 hours, and we haven't yet. They're doctoring it. They're editing it. It probably doesn't look good for the Miami Police Department. So yeah, again, we'll see.
Yeah, it is going to be interesting. I'm interested to see this whole thing fold up, but it's just crazy. Speaking of that Miami game, though, he came out and had those 2 plays. What is your takeaway with another high-paid quarterback in Tua and another high-paid quarterback in Trevor Lawrence?
You go ahead, Jeff.
No, you go ahead, Smitty. You're good.
So let me start with Trevor Lawrence, man. The Jacksonville Jaguars, led by Trevor Lawrence, they can't finish games. That's what I've learned in the last season and a half or whatever. They look so good for a half of a game, maybe even 3/4 of a game. But for whatever reason, the Jacksonville Jaguars can't finish. They can't sustain greatness for an entire 4 quarters of a game. And that's what you should. If you're a Jacksonville Jaguars fan, if there's anybody in this chat who supports the Jaguars, don't expect to do anything big or important. You'll be an average to above average team in the regular season. You'll make a wild card here and there, and then you'll be eliminated in the first round of the playoffs if you make the playoffs, because your team they don't show up in big moments. They don't show up against a big time opponent, and they get overly excited, it feels like, when they're up. I don't know what it is. It's like they don't know how to put the foot on the neck and finish the damn job. They did the same thing last year. Started the season off, 8-3, and they end up missing the playoffs last year, and the Texans ended up taking over and winning the AFC South. That's crazy. There's no excuse for that, and they're showing the same energy right here in this game. They should have won this game. There's no way in hell. The way the game was going, Miami should have not have won this. They let them come back in the game and get the W. That's what I saw from Jacksonville and Trevor Lawrence. On the flip side, Tua was Tua. Tua was pretty, Tua he ran the offense well. Like, that's what Tua's going to do. Tua's not going to be a guy who's going to go out there and just fucking light it up and just be the best quarterback in the world. He's a guy who he could run. He's well in his system. He's Brock Purdy-esque, in my opinion. He does well within the system of the Miami Dolphins offense. He found his playmakers, and that's what he did. And I don't expect anything less or more from Tua.